Shamgar Connors, followed by Kim Allen, Ronald Fisk, Melissa Brace, and Mo Petway.
Hey, I'm Shamgar Connors from Stafford. You probably know me because I've been all over the news. They took me off the transplant list at UVA because I refused to get the vaccine. And I'm never going to get it, so I don't care. I don't care if I die, too bad. I'd rather die from that than giving up my rights and getting a vaccine that's killing people. But anyway, what I want to talk about is what Nicole posted on Facebook. And I'm sorry I'm laughing, but it's literally just so hilarious. I'm going to read it, and I'm just going to give some commentary as it comes to me. I didn't write out anything like everyone else did. Anyway, she says, most American hearts are in pain today because of the continued terrorist murders of people and children of color in the hands of white nationalists. Yeah, they're everywhere, right? Can we take a vote? How many white supreme pizzas are out there in the audience? I mean, according to the news, everyone is, right? We're littered with them. You got white skin? Oh, you're racist, right? Except the kid wasn't even white. Why'd you post that? The kid's not even white. And if you read his manifesto, in it, he says he's a lefty. He's a Hispanic authoritarian lefty in his own words. And then he went and shut up a school. Oh, and also he's from a fatherless home. If you gave a crap about these school shootings, you'd look at the real reasons why this happens. Every single home, from every single mass shooter, is a fatherless home from a broken family court system. If you gave a crap about schools, you'd figure it out real quick. I was a middle school teacher for 14 years before I retired when my kidneys failed, okay? I think I know better than anyone, so I can say this with authority. A lot of the kids that have problems come from fatherless homes. That's the problem in America nowadays. If you gave a crap, you'd do something about family courts, and you'd stop letting, over 90% of women across the country have full custody of the kids. How does that make any sense? There's no gender bias there. Start figuring out what's actually going on instead of watching Brian Stelter and the rest of the losers that are paid to talk to you and just make crap up all day. And then you say, it doesn't happen to them. They're the ones letting it happen to other Americans. They authorize and support guns in anyone. One of my really favorite things you said on here was how you said Rittenhouse was a young terrorist. Did you even watch any of it? Like literally, there's video evidence of what happened. The guy, they were trying to kill the kid, and then he defends himself, and then he goes to trial and he's innocent, and then to you he's a terrorist because he's got white skin. Oh no, watch out! And then oh no, we won't support the George Fentanyl Floyd bill. Oh no, the guy that held a gun to a pregnant girl's stomach, robbed her and beat her. How inclusive are you, huh? Oh, how does she feel every day when she has to look at a golden statue of the guy that almost killed her and her unborn baby? What if you were pregnant and someone did that to you? How would you feel, huh? The stuff in here that you say is so ridiculous. And there's no reverse racism. Really? Let me give you a story. I lived in Maui, Hawaii when I was a kid. And being white there, they call you a haole, which is like slang for, it's almost the N-word for black people, but it means white as a ghost. Anyway, it's racist. They say it to white people, and they do because they say white people stole their land. When in reality, Japanese people own the majority of Hawaii, but who cares, right? Who cares about facts? We get to say racism, and that's all that matters. So anyway, we would get assaulted at school all the time, beat up. Horrifically. My sisters, I'm those to 9 kids. My sisters got sexually assaulted because we were white. And then you say racism doesn't exist? I lived it. It happened to me. You saying my experiences are invalid? Well, that's not very inclusive of you, is it? Right? So that you got all the rest of this stuff you say, and what I do is I take my clown nose and I keep honking it every time I read it. Honk, honk. I want to read this, and I'm just looking at this, and then, oh yeah. Let's give you some real facts. Further People of color, even with all these hateful, blatant attacks and murders, have yet to fight back. Really? Let's go to FBI's website and look up the statistics. Black people make up 13% of the population in the country, but commit over 54% of all violent crime. How about that one? You didn't put that in your post. What I want,
Forgive me
everyone
for
in here,
interrupting,
you
but
should
your
all
time
get her,
has expired.
You should all get her kicked out. She should never be another kid near a kid ever again the rest of her life.